Up, TJ the Wheel Deal coming at you from Torrey Pines. This is what's going on here from the balcony. We are just chilling, waiting on the wife to get ready. The market's been tanking a little bit, so I just wanted to come on here live, talk to you guys to see if there's anything y'all having issues with. What are you freaked out about? The whole thing. When the market's tanking, I'm here to help you guys out as best I can, regardless of what's going on. So anyway, comment where you're watching from, etc. How long you've been following the channel. Any any questions that you guys might have. I got a few minutes before the wife finishes getting ready. She's dragging me out to the freaking mall. Bring the meds, we're bleeding. Is it really that bad though? I'm just saying, is it really that bad? So let's see here. We've got Stoic Outdoor saying MSTX cash secured puts are underwater. Roller get assigned, then run a cover call on a green day. It depends. It depends on where your strike price is, what the expiration date is. A lot of people get worried about assignment on something that might not even happen. It might not even happen. So you got to really have a game plan as to how you want to address certain situations, because you guys are creating a lot of anxiety for something that may not even occur. My situation with MSTX, it's for the end of the month of January. It's $65 and it's 300 cash secured puts. I don't want to add any more contracts. That is 100% of the allocation. So I got a little ahead of myself on the amount of contracts, with the understanding that I was going to roll them down, and I landed on $50. I looked at the chart and I was like, I think I'll be okay. I'm comfortable at 50, very, very comfortable at 40. I don't think it's going to go down to 40, but we'll see. If Bitcoin goes down to 80,000, maybe it does. Who knows, right? I don't know. But I'm comfortable taking an assignment at 50, and I will sell cover calls right at 50. Hopefully it starts blowing past my cover call strike price eventually, and then I'll just follow the shares back up and then decide when I want to exit. So that's kind of how I'm playing it. You're supposed to be on vacation, man. 8 months and killing it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Shamu. We're chilling, man. We're chilling. Have a little bit of time. I've done a few FaceTimes while I'm here. I've placed probably 10 trades while I'm here. So I have to go home and update the spreadsheet. I didn't bring any laptop or anything like that. So I'm a little bit behind on the admin for sure. Appreciate the 69 people tuning in with me. This was a real quick, I just decided to do it a few minutes ago. So appreciate you guys. What's going on? Pretty Financial. Is it the start of the crypto winter? Very doubtful. Very, very doubtful. Hey man, are you taking advantage of CleanSpark? I have 200 cash secured puts on CleanSpark at $8 for March, and I think I'm just gonna rock with that for now. I think things are definitely looking better fundamentally for CleanSpark. They're a very efficient miner. I think they're shoring up the balance sheet, so I like where they're going. I like where they're going. I like what they're doing as a company as well. So I don't think I'm going to sell any more cash secured puts on CleanSpark, because I have 200 open cash secured puts on Riot at 11, and I've got 200 open cash secured puts on Marathon at 21. So I got to see how those play out, and then I've got the 300 cash secured puts on MSTX. So I feel like I got enough Bitcoin exposure, if you will, as far as the proxies. So I think that I'm just going to rock with the 200 that I have with CleanSpark and call it a day. Megan, how are you? Watching from Minnesota. Been following since last year. Appreciate you, Megan. I saw those Riot puts. Nice. Yes, I sold those this morning, just a while ago, actually. How do you decide if you want to roll out or take assignment if your strike goes in the money? Good question, Kirsty. Good question. A lot of it is predetermined based on whether it's a brand new position or if I'm just adding to a position. So I'm more comfortable taking assignment if it's already a company that I already have a position in, because then it's just like, okay, if I deployed my 25, 25, 50 strategy, if I've deployed that, then if the 25 bullet's already there, 25% of the total allocation, then I'm on the second 25, then I'm like, well, I need to get this one on the books because I really believe. Or if it's on the last 50% to where I feel like this is the rock bottom, then I want to take ownership as well. So it just really depends on where I'm at, what stage of the game I'm at. So like, you're watching a basketball game and then it's or a football game and it's the last 2 minutes and the teams play a little bit different because the game's on the line or they're trying to do a last minute score or something like that. So they'll do things a little bit different than whenever there's a lot of time left on the clock and it's early in the game. So it, again, that's why I always say that wheeling stocks, selling options is very situational. It's very, very situational because I might not do the same thing on the first 25-cent bullet, on the first 25% bullet as I will on the 50% bullet, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that helps you guys out. GI 469, hey, been following for about a while on X, getting into cover calls and puts in my taxable accounts as extra income. Right on. It could be worse. I'm just kidding. You have, have you been doing, TJ? I'm doing well, man. We're doing well. We really enjoyed this vacation. It wasn't a real long vacation, but it was long enough. I went golfing over there. This is the South Course at Torrey Pines, and it was awesome. That's the 18th green right there. And I shot an approach from way back there. I know y'all can't really see it. And I landed like 3 feet from the pin. Like 3 feet from the pin and tapped it in. So that's the one that keeps me coming back to the golf course, right? Other than that, I sucked. I don't do well at golf. I don't take it that seriously. It would take too much time to get good at it. And then what's the reward at the end of the day? Just to say you're kind of good at golf. I'm not going to go pro. I don't really gamble on the golf course. So I just don't see the benefit to devote that much time to that sport. So anyway, Anthony Castro. Following for a minute now after noticing you're also into MSTX. I rolled mine out an extra 2 weeks to lower the strike. Are you moving yours? I'm at 67. I'm at 65 right now. We're going to stay there. Break even is at 55. So I'm going to stay there. I think the lowest you can go on the options chain is 55 right now. I don't want to add that much time to the clock though. So if it hovers here in the $65, $66 range like it was earlier, I'm hoping that a week or two can come off the clock because then we're going to collect all that theta. And then it would be more profitable for the roll because I've already collected a couple $100,000 in premiums. And I'd already closed out one successful campaign on MSTX. So I'm not trying to just give all that money back. I'm going to roll on purpose with a purpose. What's the purpose? The purpose is to avoid assignment at 65 because I think it'd be a decent entry point. The 50s would be better. But I also want to get as much premium as I can. So I want to be very timely with the roll, if that makes sense. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Hope that helps you guys out. Stoke Conference, 75 strike, 1227 expiration. 25 strike on what? MSTX. Yeah, you probably have to roll those. 1227. You probably still have a little extrinsic value in it. Again, I can't really pull up the options chain right now. This is a little bit different. I'm just on my phone here on the balcony. So I'd probably look to roll those, add a couple weeks to the contract, maybe lower down to $70, breathe a little bit easier. That would just be, again, not telling you what you should do, telling you most likely what I would do. All this started when you started sporting a beard. I'm telling you, man, I need to go shave. My wife hates it. I need to shave. I'm just being lazy. Analytico Hub. Are you planning on getting back into M phase after the tax harvest? I'm already out of the tax loss harvest. I've considered selling cash secured puts on N phase. I got to study it. I was hoping to do it around the $60 range. I think it's around $66 right now. Yes, the answer in short is yes. And I'm going to look to do probably 25 cash secured puts, and I'll go as heavy as 50. So I'd have as many as 5,000 shares of N phase. If I can get it somewhere in the 60s, ride it all the way up to 100, it'd be a nice little win. You know, it'd be a nice little win. What's going on, Dex? But for a great day tomorrow to keep some of my cash secured puts out of the money. Yeah, I think it's quad twitching tomorrow. I think that's when monthlies, weeklies, quarterlies. Y'all can help me out on exactly what quad witching is. But it's when like 4 things come to a head. They all expire at the same time. And it is just chaotic. So premiums are going to be very elevated. Hello from Chicago, TJ. I've been following you for about a year. Appreciate you, G-Man. Appreciate you. Great opportunity to sell some puts. I deployed quite a bit of capital, but there's about 5,500,000 in open cash secured puts right now, and I know that Marathon was in the money. I think that's it. The Neo's out of the money. Those are at $4. Riot was at $11. I think those are still out of the money. I think the MSTX is still out of the money, or at least it was before I went live. I got the other phone here. I guess I could pull it up, but I'm not that interested right now. What else do we have? SOXL, that's for January of 2026 at $25. Those were, I think, trading at like 26 or 27, so not a whole lot to deal with there. So yeah, just kind of chilling, man. Just kind of chilling. What's for dinner tonight? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the wife has planned for tonight. We went to Eddie V's a couple of nights ago. We went to a place called Snicka or Spica. I think it's Spica. And that's in Del Mar. We went there twice, actually. And went to another place called Monarch. It's like a little sports pub type in Del Mar. You can see the ocean. Really, really pretty. Super cheap, too. I mean, we got out of there for under probably like 80 or 90 bucks, my wife and I, for lunch the other day. It was great. Not sure where we're going tonight. I think they had talked about some place called George's, or they had talked about Piatti. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't get into the family stuff. I just show up. Appreciate you, Antonio. Just got started, so my first cover calls on Riot today. Right on. Good for you. Good for you. NVIDIA thoughts. I got to open cash and care bits on NVIDIA, 10 of them at 125, like a week or two from now. I feel good about them. I feel good about them. Right on. Does Exo have any room to run? I think it does, but I think Micron got its butt kicked today. It was down like 15 or 16%. I glanced at it. I have a CNBC on in the background. So, it's just one of those things. I think, NVIDIA is 8% of that. I'm not sure what the other companies are off the top of my head. I think Intel's like 4%. AMD's up there. Qualcomm. They have a lot of them. Broadband or Broadcom. I think it'll be fine. Thoughts on what JP said and what he's playing? Is he in puts? I didn't hear anything about it, honestly. From the Rio Grande Valley, living in Navasota now. Right on, Nathan. Right on. Slim Future Drunk. I put up some 25 puts earlier today, 117. Hello and welcome, TJ. Enjoy your break. Appreciate you. And 13 contracts on Palantir expires tomorrow at 2074 strike price. Right on. Where can I find the Discord? There's people at Twitter pretending to be you and scamming. Yeah, man, it's sad. I don't have a Discord. We have a WhatsApp group that is private. It's for the members that pay $9.99 and above. We have the WhatsApp there, and I try to post all of my trades on there first, and then I post them on Twitter, and then I talk about them on YouTube, essentially. And usually I go live on YouTube and Twitter simultaneously. I didn't know how to do that at the same time here on the phone. I'm not even getting monetized on this one here. I don't even know how to turn monetization on. It is what it is. So I've got a couple more minutes. Let's get these questions in, guys. Love your attitude, man. Saw you with the mid and have been tuning and learning straight, buying, selling for a while, but ready to slowly dip toes into option. Thanks for the transparency. You're welcome. Right on, Theta Sniper. What do you do if you get assigned and let's say 25, stock is like 18? I sell cover calls. I will sell cover calls probably at like 20, 21, knowing that I'm going to have to roll back up minimum to 25 because I'm going to bring money through the door. So I'm going to sell the cover call with the purpose. But again, I will manage that position and I will roll on purpose with the purpose. What's the purpose? To bring more premium through the door, and then also to increase my strike price to at least 25, because you don't ever want to sell the shares for less than you bought them. So that's how I would handle that, but it sucks because it puts a little bit of pressure on you to manage that position. My wife is from San Diego and we're visiting for the 4th of July. It's always a blast there. Right on. We went to the El Dorado Hotel or Del Dorado, something like that. Coronado. So there's that haunted hotel over there in Coronado Island or something like that. It was real cool. Went there yesterday. Right on. Dr. Alvarez, have you ever looked into credit spreads? Yeah, I do put credit spreads. I like them. Appreciate you, leveraged. Hey, what's going on, Midwest? Hey, TJ, do you do these from? No, usually I'm in front of the computer. This is just we're on vacation right now. Everybody wants me to shave to get back on track. What would you change about method of executing in a Roth with no tax? I'd probably just be more aggressive because you don't care about assignment as much. Cantonia and La Jolla is fire. Cantania. I'll have to check that out. My supplier hymns is at a discount. Told my wife, she yelled, "Why am I buying more?" I said, "Not the pills, the stock." Dude, when you think of witching, just think of those women on The View. AMD, I think AMD is going to be just fine, guys. I think that entire sector is under pressure a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're going to be fine. A lot of those companies make a lot of money. I'm running out of room to roll my cash secure puts on Riot. They're at 12. Move them or leave them there for June of 2025. I don't think you have to do anything right now because there's so much time on the clock. Yeah, you have to calculate your extrinsic value. So I think you're absolutely fine there. You don't have to do anything yet. You've got 6 months on the clock. Also, it's free and amazing, worth gold. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Alexander. Ryan Cook, don't worry about a recession while doing the wheel. I mean, I'm going to sell puts. I'm going to sell calls. I'm going to collect premium. I'm going to roll when it makes dollars and cents. I'm going to do it on the same handful of stocks over and over and over again. And when stocks go down, it's a little bit painful, but if you're managing your bankroll accordingly, it's also very beneficial to sell cash secured puts on downtimes. It takes less capital to make the same money. So I'm like, it's easier to create cash flow, but the valuation looks like shit because the stocks are down. So it's just a matter of perspective. Any advice on how to limit wash sales, particularly when rolling options? Does that cause a wash sale? No, it does not cause a wash sale from my understanding, but I'm not a tax expert, so consult your taxing authorities, your CPAs or whatever. Rolling options, there's gimmies and gotchas like anything else. You're buying to close, you're taking the loss there. You sell to open. If you do it for a credit, you're creating more premiums there. You're generating more premiums, but at the end of the day, you could be compounding your losses if you don't get out of that hole. Specifically on a cash secured put, on a covered call, it's whatever. If you're already selling above where you sold, where you bought the shares, and you're just managing the covered calls because you're greedy because you want to qualify for more capital appreciation, I don't really see a scenario where you're going to lose there long term when you ultimately sell your shares because you sold them for a profit. What's your cash allocation now for 2025? About 35. If I add cash secured put collateral and stuff, I'm at like 50-60% cash. I've been considering put credits on MSTX, margin collateral. Yeah, not bad. Right on, Scar. How frequently do you sell options lower than your cost basis price of your stock? I don't have to do it very often because my cost basis is so low because I've been wheeling the same stocks over and over again. Close my marathon cover call. Thanks for the dip today. When would you start a new position? Wait for it to bounce a bit. If you're trying to start a new position, you want to do it whenever it's going down. So I would recommend selling cash secured puts on a red day if you want to bring some money through the door. They pay you a lot more premiums whenever the market's bleeding out a little bit. Manish, welcome. Appreciate you. Whenever you do the Will Joe entry, that's $9.99 a month, guys. You get the phone number, so you're able to text during market hours. And then also you get one FaceTime every quarter, so it's not a bad deal at all. Nice, Sean. Any advice on learning about rolling while doing the wheel? I would watch my seminar. It's 3 hours long. It was about 2 months ago. So I would watch that seminar, and I talk about all of that stuff. Are you ordered by dilution with Riot? If Bitcoin heads down to 50,000, Riot will likely be, since they are doing offerings and raising capital to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, they did one offering. They're not going to do any more. They're not going to do any more for a while because their balance sheet really can't handle it. They would become over levered. So no, I'm not worried about Riot at all. They're a pretty efficient miner. They have plenty of money on the balance sheet. And I think they have about another 500 or 600 million at the money offering. That's right there. It's a shelf offering. So it's there for them if they need it. But I think they're going to be fine. I think that Jason and the the executives over there, they really know what they're doing. I think they're going to be just fine. No, I'm not making any moves on SoFi. I'm waiting for earnings. 41 days away, guys. 41 days away. I think SoFi will probably be at 18, 19, 20 bucks at earnings. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. You're welcome, Anthony. Thank you. Not cash groups that I have more positions, so thinking about selling more covered calls. You're going to get more money on covered calls whenever it's a green day. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But if you need to bring some money through the door, then you can sell some short dated covered calls, maybe like at a 10, 15 delta just to bring some money through the door. But then if you get caught, you want to roll those up because the big money is in the capital appreciation. Where do we sign up for the premium group? I think you have to do that on your phone, and you click the join button, and it'll give you all the levels. $3 a month, I think, is for the wheel tracker. Any updates? The $9 a month is one FaceTime every 3 months. $25 a month is one FaceTime every month. The $100 is a FaceTime every week. And then I have the $250 a week. That's FaceTime every day for about 15, 20 minutes. So there's that. Anyway, appreciate all of you guys. I got to get rocking and rolling. It's been fun with you guys. I got to get rocking. We're going to enjoy the rest of this vacation. I just wanted to talk to you guys real quickly. You're in a situation where you have a bunch of cash secure puts that might be underwater. Just manage them accordingly. Manage your emotions. Just manage your emotions and ask yourself, long term, do I think the stock is going to go up and to the right? If the answer is yes, then don't stress yourself out too much. You know that you're just going to turn around and sell cover calls anyway. You're going to keep bringing money through the door. Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Much love. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. All that good stuff. I know I haven't been going live as often because I'm out here living life. But, we're going to hit it. We're going to hit it hard next year as well. We're going to try to grow the channel to 20,000 subscribers. We're going to try to grow the X to 50,000 followers. We're at about 23,000 now. So we're just going to try to double, a little bit more than double on YouTube and double on X, and just keep being transparent and doing what we do. Sell put, sell cost, collect premium, roll when it makes dollars and cents. TJ the Wheel Deal signing off as always. May your sky stay blue, stock screen. Peace out. God bless you guys.